The American writer Robert Ingersoll said very simply, "We rise by lifting others," unquote. The MTN Heroes of Change celebrates selfless individuals who day in, day out spend their time lifting others in their communities in the areas of education, health, and economic empowerment. Mawusi Awity has a story of lifting others up. Before we see her story, let's watch and celebrate one of MTN Foundation projects that brightens lives across Ghana.
Over the past decade, the MTN Ghana Foundation has led the way in corporate social investments in Ghana by impacting the lives of over 4 million people in the areas of education, health, and economic empowerment across the country. The MTN Ghana Foundation has spent about $13 million on over 145 various social development initiatives, brightening lives and making a difference.
MTN Ghana Foundation is celebrating 10 years in Ghana, and we are very happy to be here at the Agri Memorial School, where we've empowered the students to be able to connect, to the ICT world. So we provided computers, we refurbished an ICT center, and we believe that this will empower the students to do better than they were doing before.
This is definitely going to reduce the student computer ratio we used to have, and I'm sure this is bringing it down to 1 to 2.
Thank you to MTN for providing us with the laboratory.
Leaders become great not because of the power they have, but because of the ability to empower others. Here's the story of Mawusi Awity.
Since 2002, I've seen the impact she has had on many women across the country, putting together programs and projects that would impact these women. She's a hero of change because for many years, she has worked tirelessly to support the less privileged, the marginalized women, especially in the rural communities, to bring them from their levels of poverty, to give them jobs and to empower them to be able to take care of themselves and their family. Actually, she has been my hero of change for many years, but I feel like now is the time to let the whole world know the work she's doing and how she's changing the lives of women across the country.
Women in Ghana form the majority, but then how many women do we find economically empowered? Growing up was not an easy thing for me. Though I was born into a family of a middle-level income, I grew up living with very poor, marginalized women in Peki Ajokwe, and that informed my decision that when I grow up, I'll not be part of the story. I want to make a great change in this country to see a lot more women empowered economically, socially, and politically.
I was just a seamstress with 4 girls. I was finding it difficult to take care of the children and also be making the dresses. So business became low and the living became difficult.
I'm the founder of an NGO known as Network of Women in Growth. That organization sees to the holistic empowerment of women.
This is someone who has sacrificed her person and her personal belonging to be able to help people.
When I started in 2002, I closed down my business. We're actually sewing for export, and I invested all into NGO work. I started from home in Burma camp, so my boys' quarters was like the dormitories that I brought people from the north, and I used to feed them and train them, and then after that, I support you with tools and material to go start business.
Mrs. Mawusi Nudekor Awity came to our church to announce that NEWIG is an NGO that she's operating, and that when we are trained, our life will be better off. So I decided to join and be trained.
She has tirelessly worked on several projects, initially with standard traditional vocations like soap making and stuff.
When we train you, we get mentors to mentor you through, and we find jobs for you. We're the first NGO to introduce young women in professional driving. We've trained 3 batches so far.
When I'm driving the bus, people see me and they get excited. They are like, hey, it makes me feel so happy.
When some people got to know that I was a driver, the first question they do ask is, which car do you drive? Is it an Uber car? Then I tell them that no, V8. Then they are like, wow.
Currently, we've introduced another area, which is young women in building construction. They are being trained in plumbing, general electricals, and draftsmanship.
My 6 months being here has made a lot of impact in me, and now I'm proud to fix a WC, a sink, and then I can fix a tap, connect water from another region to another end.
The journey has not been easy, but you know, when you're passionate about something, you find it difficult to let go. Many times I felt like giving up. You know, technical and vocational training is very expensive, and we do competency-based training. Until you get it right, you are never given a certificate. So there's a lot of practicals. Much of the money goes into training. I remember that the first external donor support I had was from African Women Development Fund. They gave us $1,000. When they came, I said, wow, with $1,000 you could do this. Then they asked us to put in another proposal, and that proposal we used to train unemployed university graduates.
She brought together these young women, helped them with skills training, and then after the program, before they left, she registered businesses for them.
After I finished learning, it happened that the man divorced me. So with the trade I had, I got married to my business. So I never took to any man again. I decided to work hard and help other women. So far, I've trained 99 people in 3 villages.
I've been able to take care of myself. I've been able to rent a room on my own. At least I get something for my parents and also my siblings.
Through this driving, I got an employment, and then of late I do take care of myself. I don't depend on anybody or rely on anybody.
Last year, Aisha is one of our people that we trained, and we are very proud of that.
Okay, I want to thank Mrs. Mawusi Nudekor Awity for the training she gave us. Everything was free.
I'm happy that Mawusi is being recognized because she deserves it. So, thumbs up.
Watch the MTN Heroes of Change television series on this television station and on our social media platforms. MTN Heroes of Change. Be the change you wish to see.
We day for you everywhere you go.